Today we're going to talk about transforming a 4-chord song, one that maybe gets a little monotonous over time, into something that builds and creates a sense of texture, some tension and release, and really engages the listener in new ways. And so sometimes you might be playing maybe with a vocalist, and we're going to take this progression just G, E minor, C, D, and we're going to kind of spice it up a little bit today. So it might start out something like this. Which is cool the first time around. But eventually, as the song builds, it feels like if you just stick with these same voicings, there's not a lot of places to go. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just add in some more different chord voicings to change up this guitar part here. So we're going to take one, instead of playing this last D chord, we're actually going to take this C shape and move it up 2 frets. And so what I love about this chord is it's got this beautiful little half step dissonance between this F sharp and this G. And so this is something that we could throw in maybe on one of the bigger choruses or on a bridge if this whole song was the same progression. So it sounds something like this. So that's one example of something that you could do. Let's say now, for instance, the song changed and it's actually G, E minor, A minor, D. So it sounds something like this. Is we're going to take this A minor chord and we're going to change this up to have a nice little half step in it. So we're going to make this A minor 9. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, I usually play it, you can play it with any 2 fingers, you know, it's a pretty simple chord, but you're going to have on the D string the 5th fret and on the G string the 5th fret. You can play the low E if you want. So we're going to play that in place of that A minor. And that'll sound like. So let's now take that D and use that new D shape that we worked on earlier. So now you're starting to get something that just has a little more movement. Something else I might do just to continue to add movement is add a passing chord. So right now we're moving from this G to this E minor. I might throw in a D over F sharp. I might leave that high E string open. So you got your first finger on the 2nd fret of the low E. You've got your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So now you've got. So now we're going to take it up a little bit, so maybe we want the chords to rise a little bit. So instead of playing this open E minor, maybe we play this nice E minor 7 up here, just a regular bar shape E minor 7. We're actually going to approach this chord with a diminished chord. And so this movement happens a lot in both jazz and gospel music, I'm sure other genres as well. I'm going to play it and then I'll show you how to play it. So. This 5th fret with your pinky. So we have this normal E minor 7 shape right here on the 7th fret, the 5th string root. So you have the bar, 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the B string, 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the D string. You can even leave in that open E. So this nice chord we have before this is D sharp diminished 7th chord. So if you take, the way we're going to build it is you're going to bar at the 5th fret, starting on, you can actually start on the 4th string. You're going to add your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string and the 7th fret of the B string. So the shape like this actually acts like this D7 chord that you might be familiar with. Then what we're going to do is we're going to throw the middle finger on the 6th fret of the A string. You can even add in that note. So this chord is really cool because it's built in an interval of minor thirds going up. So you can actually move it in 3 fret movements. So it's a really nice usable chord. So we went from so there are tons of other ways you can do. The more chords you know, the more that you can try out. You could even throw in like this nice G major 7 kind of shape here, or this one. You can put, there's tons of kind of crunchy chords that have half steps in them. And I really love when just there's that half step difference. Because it creates just a totally different texture than people are used to hearing normally. So you can take that, try it with different chords, and see how you like it. And the beautiful thing about this is you don't actually have to do it for the whole song. And so what I might do is I might play the first verse, maybe the first chorus, you know, just plain. Next one, you just throw in one little difference. And over time, you can continue to build it and then bring it back to its original state. And it really creates a new sense of interest for the listener. So try it out and enjoy.